thing over, if something goes wrong, you get a finger in there, that finger's broken.
Oh.
I mean, it's broken in a heartbeat. Especially with your little delicate female hand.
Yeah.
But now, you and me, you and Steve, you and anybody could easily, you get down
There'll
there.
always be people around on your
Well, that's the key, is always making sure there is somebody around.
Yeah.
If there's not.
Stuff a jacket or something under there, sure, you know. But this flotation under here, under this whole seat, and then this whole section up here. From here, there's a bulkhead here. From here up, the whole thing is filled with foam.
Oh.
So, can it sink?
Well, first of all, it's an old wood boat.
Right. I know.
I mean, there's some fiberglass on it.
Right, but
it's probably not.
Right.
And I'm even thinking that if this boat were to lay on the side, it would probably float up to about here.
Right. Is there any flotation here?
No.
Okay. So it really is here and at the very end.
Right. So it won't sink, and you'll be able to drag it into the shore, I'm sure. But theoretically, it shouldn't sink at all. I mean, if anything, it'll float, you know, deck a wash maybe.
Yeah, no, I agree. You know, and even an old wooden boat doesn't sink unless the hull is breached, and you know, and then it'll stay afloat for quite some time.
So we'll see. You know.
So how long have you been working on this boat then?
Since April.
Since April.
So no time at all. That's why they're called Insta boats.
That's a lot of
Contrary to what Chris thinks.
that's thousands of man hours though.
Oh no, he was out here. He was a couple hours a week.
No.
How much time do you think? How much?
Listen to the, hey,
How
don't
many
listen to this.
Yeah, don't listen to that guy in the corner, but listen to me.
How many hours do you think you put into building this beautiful boat?
Boy, it's really hard. It's hard to say. I probably worked on it, average maybe 6 hours a day.
6 hours a day
5 days
since
a week, maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So you know, I don't know how many hours it is, but
I call it a lot.
yeah. Most of the time, I spent sitting in a chair trying to solve problems.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of times you just sit, you stand there looking at it. How the hell am I going to do this? Because there's a lot of stuff that other people have that you don't have. You know, you go to a boat building shop, they got 400 clamps. Well,
Oh, okay.
how do you do that? When you're going to clamp some of these things together, like when you're clamping this what they call
The rub rail?
The rub rail or something on there. You use these,
Like a D clamp.
you get these things, PVC tubing.
Oh, okay.
You slit it and then you...
Yeah, that's smart.
And did you get some of those hints off the internet or just books or okay?
Yeah, ductwork, see.
Oh, Duckworks.
All the time.
Right, where they have that infamous PD racer.
Let's talk about this the centerboard,
Right.
because that's pegged. Now the question though is, there's got to be a better way to handle that up and down, other than the pegs, right? I mean the pegs. Really
Well, the centerboard goes down, and then this thing here, this is my own device here. This will engage in here.
right.
And
So that keeps it from going all
the way down.
Right.
It's a big. It's pegged down there. There's a shaft in there.
Yep.
It's a half inch.
Yep, I see it. That's where it pivots on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now this centerboard hangs on it.
All right.
It doesn't. You don't actually go through. You don't actually go through this middle of the centerboard. It's got a cutout in it, and you put it in and hook it in,
I gotcha.
and then it just pivots on that. And it goes down to, as far as, this thing will go all the way down here, it'll get lost in here somewhere.
Right.
And this thing holds it. Now these things here, this of course keeps it up. This, right now it's on the trailer.
Yeah, so it's not going
But I
in.
gotta make a little,
But see what I'm wondering.
But if you're on a downwind run, your crew's going to want to have that rod
you can
to hoist up the rudder. I mean, to pull up the rudder.
They call it a fid there.
Right. Okay, and then that's the
Yeah.
job of the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
during racing.
But you know, I'm just thinking from a pleasure point of view, when you haven't got a bunch of, this boat can be single-handed without any problem at all, and it just can't be, you know, some crazy day, and I'm thinking, there's got to be a pulley arrangement that you can create.
Well,
simple,
sure you can.
Where you can be able to sit back here, and you've got a control that comes from somewhere up here, over here, and you can adjust your centerboard.
Yeah. You can do that.
But could you still keep the beautiful aesthetics of what it is?
No, I think you could.
Yeah.
I think you could. I mean, look at the aesthetics already.
No, it's gorgeous. That's what I'm saying. I mean.
No, he's got it. I mean, he's got the aesthetics. That's not the issue, and so you know that whatever he does, he's gonna.
That goes down.
That goes all down. Well, you know,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh no, it's fabulous. It's every bit. You know, the pictures of you, the building look good, but when you get out here and actually see it, it's like, wow, it's great. And you know, and the thing is that, as you know, because you built it and have built other things, every sailor, I don't care who they are, with rare exception, wants to build their own boat.
Yeah.
It's one of these things like building an airplane. It's like doing anything.
Yeah.
And so, and that's how I'm starting the piece off, which is, hey, this guy has managed to live the dream that everybody wants to have. The problem, of course, is 12 feet as opposed to 120 feet, which is what he really had if he could.
Yeah.
But you made this. You literally made this all in your garage, though.
Right here, where it
Right
is.
here, right where we're standing.
He was going to make a
Hung it up
60-footer,
there.
but the garage was too
It was hung
small.
up from this cleat up here and one over there. To
Well, we
get
had to
move the
lift
stuff in
it.
and out.
Yeah.
Just flip it over. I had this.
Oh, that was.
I had that
You should've
crank
called
thing
us,
there was attached to this.
Hey, here's what I can
And
tell
had a
you.
rope around it, and I just cranked
Just did it.
turned it upside down.
Yeah, well, all I can say is Gary Blair, with his 21-foot wide flyer,
Yeah, the Skanky H2O.
yeah,
Yeah.
he basically said, look, I got to get my boat turned over. Do you think you can get a few guys to come out and help me do it? And I said, absolutely, that's not a problem. However, then I talked to your husband. He says, oh, well, fair, yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's got an FJ sitting. He's like you. You got you Commodores, man. You all got fleets of boats. What? If Pipia could sell some of the things he owns besides his boat, he'd have 2 or 3.
Well, there's a Sweet 16 on Craigslist.
Yeah, I know.
For 600 some odd
So
dollars.
That's I know, and I put a post up for people that's a great deal. I mean, because I bought my boat.
Well,
for
did you see
$600.
it?
It looks pretty good.
That's what I heard.
Well,
John Truitt said, looks like an older model.
Well, you
But-
fix it up.
But for
No,
somebody
no,
starting
no.
out for $600,000, I mean, that's a great deal.
I prefer free. Hey, you know that albacore?
Yeah.
Free. Free.
What albacore?
My boat.
Oh, are you
the one
selling
you,
your
the one
boat?
you, the one you didn't know.
You have more than one boat?
No. I can only sail one boat at a time. So I only have one. I don't have like
you're,
boats.
You're selling your boat?
No. My boat was free.
Your boat. I'm saying.
I had another sailboat,
Oh, okay.
and I knew a guy who lived on the water, and he had that boat, and he said, I really don't sail this boat. You sail boats. You want this boat?
Oh.
I said, how much? He said, I don't want to sell it to you. Just take it.
Oh my God.
Just get it off my hands.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's a racing boat. That's
Right,
a
yeah.
very expensive. When that day,
Yeah.
this was 15 years ago. So I mean, that's what I say.
great.
You can find stuff like that.
But the problem is that you have the money and you're waiting for this certain kind of boat to come on the market, and something else comes up, you buy that, and 2 weeks later the boat you wanted comes on.
Right.
And that's
Life. That's the way it was in my life too. I was trying to get this Playboy bunny to marry me, and she wouldn't have anything to do with me. And I said, you don't care, and I need to get married. Let's get married. And then 2 weeks later, she calls me up and says, okay, I'm ready. It's too late.
I know. I'm happy
Let me
with
show
it.
you the rudder.
Okay.
Yes.
A lot of this rudder comes out of the water.
Right.
So this guy put this plate on the bottom, and it tends to dig in a little better.
it gives you something to steer with
That's
once it
it.
starts to heal, one way or the other.
And then this goes in.
That's cool.
This up. This just slides in like that.
Now, Steve, what you don't know is when he and I were talking about this on the first day we come out there, and you come out and help me, you just do whatever I tell you to do. Otherwise, I'm liable to punch your head face in. I'm liable to punch your face in, because I'm going to be a nervous wreck. Now, note he has the hiking extension as well for the boat that will not heal. He's prepared.
No, because sometimes on this boat you'll sit on a rope.
Yeah.
Right.
Most of the time you'll sail from in there. You could probably even come out here and put seats in this thing. I didn't think about that at the time. But most of the time you're sitting on here on a cushion or something, or on the rail up here.
Well,
so in that case you're going to need
Wait, you actually?
Well, they say not to sit back here.
because it probably drags too much on the transom.
So you do sit inside the boat?
Yeah.
But see, you could put a small like a stool type, around that your bulwark here, just where it could actually, it wouldn't necessarily attach there, but just a small little thing where you could just sit.
Because I was under the impression you're sitting on the outside, but you sit in the boat.
Well, now if you look at that picture, he's sitting on the rail.
Right.
And
Okay.
then inside the back of it, there's 2 more pictures in the back of that, toward the back of that.
Works, and as you say, it'll be one of those days where some people have gone out sailing because the weather's improved dramatically, and it's like that's probably the time to do it. Too many people can be a problem as long as too few.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah. You guys want to come in for warm up a few minutes?
Yeah, we're gonna cut out of here because I gotta take him back home. It's fabulous, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I mean it. Congratulations. You know what? When I saw the pictures that I have, it was clear to me that you're doing a great job. But to see the finished product, it looks terrific. And I definitely want to be there the day you launch.
Oh yeah,
But we're gonna get the champagne. We're gonna break it across the bow.
we're gonna